major life update that has been going on, and what I'm doing currently post masters, what are the challenges I faced, how I landed up into a job in just 1 week after my master's exams, what is the payout that I am getting, everything is going to be in this video. Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. As you already know, I'm Maliha. I have completed my master's in applied psychology with specialization in counseling just a couple months back. And initially with you, I have shared all my life events, how I was preparing for entrances to get into masters. I have shared my master's journey. I have shared how I have done research and everything. So all of that is now there with you. So now I just wanted to come in and tell you major life update that has been going on, and what I'm doing currently post masters, what are the challenges I faced, how I landed up into a job in just 1 week after my master's exams, and what I am working towards, what I'm doing currently, and what is the payout that I am getting, everything is going to be in this video that you need to know, that what happens after masters, because again there is so much information yet there is so much uncertainty. So I'm there to tell you whatever happens, so stay tuned to find out everything. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really request you to do that, because it just helps me and motivates me to create more such content for you all. So if you have not done that, please go ahead and watch the video. So without further delay, let's get the video started. Okay, so now let me take you through what was going on at my final semester of my master's. So in fourth semester, I was already interacting with a lot of people. I was going to schools, colleges for research purposes, for internship. I was going to hospitals to collect case studies and all. So I took that opportunity as a golden opportunity to interact with people, to make connections, to put myself out there so that people remember who I am, and I'm going to complete my master's in just 2 months. So I was trying all of that in my fourth semester. I would suggest you also do that, because in fourth semester everything is practical for in masters. Like, you just have to go there. But if you keep it very strategic, that I am open to work and all kind of that, you will probably land onto job with your connections, because in this field you require connections. Experience good, but if you are a fresher, only connections are going to build you in, and your presence and your work ethics, everything is going to be recorded. Now, last month of masters, cut to cut. So in my last month of masters, I could probably be the only person who have actually, instead of studying, who was actually applying for jobs, because being a anxious freak, and the thing you need to know about me is that I hate uncertainty. I hate surprises also, so I'm not that person. I need to try continuously to get to somewhere. So I was like applying for jobs and everything. Now the major market, vast market, I could see, my observations were in hospitals. They were taking students who are equipped with Hindi, Telugu, English. However, in my case, I do understand Telugu a bit, but I'm not very familiar in communicating in Telugu language. So hospitals, I was not getting very positive response because of the language issue, because majorly living in this Telangana state, you need to know Telugu. So hospitals was a little tricky for me to crack in. Then the second thing was schools. Now schools were a good thing to start off, because now you're starting to work with young populations and all. So I was applying for a school counselor roles as well. And third, I was also like reaching out to psychiatrists, senior psychologists, if I can work under them, so that I can also gain experience. So these were the three areas I was actively applying. Now I was actively applying, and after I was done, now then I have my exams going on. I was focusing on my exams. So after my exams, I started like connecting to people on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I was already active. Like, I used to post about any updates or something. I was already there. But since like a week, I started increasing my activity more, engaging more with people. And then I made a post that I have completed masters and my specialization is counseling, and I'm actively looking for a job in either schools or colleges, or even as a working under any psychiatrist or psychologist. So I have made a complete post on LinkedIn and I've posted it. And within like half an hour, so this organization reached out to me and they were like, we are looking for school counselors. We can have an interview if you're available. And I was like, okay, yeah, great, perfect. So there was my interview the next day. Now I gave my interview for a position of school counselor. Now this, you need to know, is a third party organization where they hire psychologists, school counselors, and they give it to some either organizations or schools. So this was like not a direct school affiliated thing, not a direct school interview, but it was a third party. And then I gave my interview. The interview was based on real life scenarios, real case studies. She was giving me all the case studies, real life scenarios, and I was just trying to tell how I'm going to deal with it, what is my approach, and everything. So it was on that. But if you'd like me to make a detailed video on what are the questions you will be asked as a school counselor, you can let me know and I'll make a video about it, because my interview was around 45 minutes to 1 hour long. So yeah, so I can share a detailed video on that. And then second, my round was the head of that particular school, and then he also asked me a few questions to which I catered to, I answered. And then we agreed that it's final that I'll be joining, and they gave me a date. Now that was a good moment, that was a very happy moment, because now I was finally transitioning from a student to a full-time person who is actually in this particular field only, which is a good thing. So now I was really excited for the join date and everything. Now I have joined as a school counselor. So what is the role of school counselor? What is their job responsibilities? What is their eligibility? Is that now for a school counselor, they do take in freshers. So firstly, my workshop conduction skills were assessed. Then I was given case studies as to how I will cater to that. Then I was given like a brief meeting was there with the head, and everything was done. I was selected. Now I'm joined as a school counselor. So I'll tell you now what all are the roles that you work in as a school counselor. So majorly what I do as a school psychologist is, firstly I take counseling sessions for the students, whoever are there, whoever are coming up, or whoever is being referred by the parents or teachers or principal. I take counseling sessions for them. If it's something severe, then we keep follow-ups and everything. Second, I take life skill classes, because as a psychology student, as a person having masters in psychology, you are equipped to take life skill classes. So I take life skill classes. Third is I design the modules for life skills classes, because again, you are already in that field and my school doesn't have any curriculum to that, so I design it. Fourth, I take awareness sessions for the students. It could be on bullying, empathy building, perspective taking, safe internet usage, language usage, good touch, bad touch, all the awareness sessions. I try to take that. And fifth is I also conduct any calendar initiatives that are there. Like for example, if there is friendship day, so I teach them inclusivity, trust, respect. Just focusing on something of that month. Like we have like a special day, so I try to educate them on that. So that is, or yoga day, or mental health day, something. So I try to create age appropriate activities for all the grade students. Also, as a school psychologist, you need to know about crisis intervention, how you're going to respond to crisis situations like self-harm, substance abuse, or maybe sexual abuse or physical punishment, physical abuse. If any child is going through, how do you respond to that? So you need to be well aware. So I constantly do crisis intervention. Now, as much as this I don't know how this is sounding to you, but This is actually a very overwhelming. It's sometimes it's a very wholesome experience when someone tells me that I made a difference in their day, or I made a difference in their life. It's very wholesome when little kids make a drawing, something super sweet, and give it to you. Makes my entire day. But there are also days when I just feel very overwhelmed because I am just the one person working and there are a lot of students. So there are days when I do feel overwhelmed. There are days when I kind of wants to just hide. There are days when I have a mental breakdowns. But taking care of yourself, prioritizing, getting that energy back, doing everything self-care really helps. So that was everything regarding how I landed up as a school counselor, what are the challenges I faced, and now also what is my job role looking like. Talking about the salary for the freshers, you get somewhere around 30 to 45,000. You can, if you are a counselor, it's maybe ranging in the area of 30 to 40,000. But if you are getting into teaching profession, like teaching 11th and 12th grade students, or a school teacher, then not school teacher but 11th 12th standard, you will be expected to get around like 40 to 45,000, depending on your skill set and everything. But for a school counselor, it's majorly 30 to 40,000. That is the range that you get. And even as an early psychologist, like I know friends from my section who are working as a psychologist in hospitals and everything, even their pay range is between 30 to 40,000. So that is majorly the area, majorly the range that you get as a school or as a beginner practitioner in this field. So that was everything that I could share with you regarding my major life update, how I'm doing and everything. So if you have any questions, you can always leave comment in the details in the comment section below. And if you need like guidance as to what to do after masters, what other job role availability, or what you can do it after it, you can always reach out to me for one-on-one mentoring session over an email. I'll be putting my email address somewhere over here. And also, please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll also be putting my link over here as I post everything related to psychology, mental health, quick updates, and new RCI guidelines, updates, and everything. So make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. And if you love the video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, and have a lovely day. Bye bye.